Hello, my name is Visor. Welcome to Game 7 of Game Dev Tycoon. Last episode, we made a UFO strategy game called Milliways. Today's episode involves a big bet. And we got a challenge suggestion from AshburnerX. He suggested how about we try to break 140k of profit on the TES using a new custom game engine using a genre and topic combo we haven't used before. Pretty good, but if we look at our game stats, by the way, I finally finished all the game stats. Anyway, if you look at the game stats, Bite the Bullet and Crass Effect both broke that profit margin. So I think we should up the ante a little. We'll increase the profit margin to $250,000. That should just make it a little more interesting, right? Now his suggested penalty is, if we fail, our next game is going to be on the TES, but for the wrong demographic. We'll try to make a very adult game, so the actual parents will freak out. But again, I'm going to up the ante a little more. AshburnerX suggested a pirate adventure game, which is actually a very good combo. But I want to make it a little more dangerous by doing a pirate adventure game this time. This means if we fail, the second pirate adventure game will also have a penalty because we're using the same combo twice. So we better not fail. Alright, let's start making that game. And so far, we've already decided that our combo is going to be pirate adventure. As you can see from the games we've built so far, we don't have anything that's pirate adventure. So that's pretty good. However, we do have an adventure game, so maybe some of the data here will be useful. But first, we need to do a bunch of research. First, we need that custom game engine. So let's get started on that research. I'm thinking this bit of research will probably take a month and a half. Alright, now we have custom game engines, and of course, this is why I wanted more research points. If we're going to make a game for the TES, we gotta research gamepads, right? What else are they going to use? Keyboard and mouse? They're coming out with the Master V. And it's going to be technically superior to the TES. But really, being technically superior doesn't always mean you win. So, we'll see what happens. So now we've finished the research for the gamepad. So are we done researching everything now? Well, no. Technically, we haven't even made the custom game engine yet, we just got the option to develop it. Plus, we still want to research target audience. It'll give us a huge advantage, but we don't have the research points to actually research it. Luckily, since target audience is not a game engine feature, what we can do is start working on our game engine now. While we're developing the game engine, we'll also generate more research points. So hopefully at the end, we can research target audience. For engine features, we're going to do version 2 of 2D graphics, which is going to make it extra special. We're going to go beyond basic sound, linear storyline, save games, and of course, the gamepad. Now, the more features you want to develop into your engine, the longer it takes to actually develop. Which makes sense. Unfortunately, it makes it a little harder to decide if you're working on different platforms. Do you do 2 separate engines for each platform? Or do you do one super engine and use it on all platforms? Not really sure yet, but we'll get to that later on. The more important thing is we're about to get 15 research points, so we can also do target audience for this game. We're gonna make it one hell of a game. Right? We still have a bit of cash left, but we are burning through it pretty quickly. So let's research this one last thing and then get started. You also notice we could research casual games now, but yeah, don't care about it at the moment. We'll worry about that later on. Okay, so the Master V is out, which really doesn't bother us. We're still working on the TES because we paid the licensing costs. That's what we're doing. You just can't afford to skip around from system to system chasing every damn thing. Okay, now we are done with all the research, so let's develop that game. Now, we said we're gonna do a pirate adventure game. So, pirate adventure, platform, we're gonna still do the TES, because I mean, between the market share, they're pretty close, and I don't wanna pay them licensing fee. Pointless. The TES is a good system. Now for the TES, you can very much think of it as a system for children. That was pretty much their primary target. There weren't mini games on the NES that were geared for adults. So we're gonna set the target audience to young. Let's see, what about a game name? I want to do something like a Bard's Tale. Buccaneer's Tale? Is that really a children thing? You know what? We're gonna do a Barnacle's Tale. We're gonna have an anthropomorphic Barnacle be the main hero. Also a pirate. So alright, we're gonna have this youth-oriented pirate adventure game starring a Barnacle. And of course, the game engine will be the TS Game Engine 1. Let's get started. Oh, and of course, our graphics will be the improved 2D graphics. 2D graphics version 2. It does increase the development cost, but it's totally worth it. Alright. So, stage 1, what do we want to do? Of course, since this is an adventure game, we want that linear story, save games, as well as a gamepad. But before we go through all the sliders, let's look at our previous adventure game. So as you can see here, these are the things we picked for our previous adventure game. Is there anything here that we can learn from? Well, looking at our time allocation, time we spent on storyline and quest had a huge return, so we definitely want that. This is kind of hard to tell. We spent more time on gameplay, so of course you would expect a better return. Still, for an adventure game, I don't think the engine's that important. I'm going to focus on gameplay. Wow, we're already at 6 design points? Oh, 8 design points. Not bad. Let's look at stage 2 from before. Fortunately, looking at these numbers, they're all a little too small. We really can't glean anything from the stage 2 or stage 3 values. We just need more data at this point to really make any sort of conclusion. At least I'm pretty sure this is our only adventure game. Let me check just to make sure. Yep. Pisha La Jolla is the only adventure game we had. So, we'll make do with what we have. Dialogue, level design. Alright, Master V, yada yada. So basically this news article says, it was not marketed very well in the United States, but it'll probably do well in the rest of the world. Question is, how is that relevant to me? Am I just an American company right now? Or am I overseas as well? That information is kind of important, but we'll just keep an eye on market share and hope for the best. Alright, so improved sound, graphics. I'm okay with this. I think this is the best bet. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm feeling pretty hopeful. I'm pretty sure we broke a couple records. Let's see what happens after we get rid of all the bugs. Is this a record in both cases? I don't think so, but I think it's pretty damn close. Anyway, let's see what happens. Oh, it was a new record for technology as well. Excellent. Now, I did Pirate Adventure because I knew it was a great combo from previous experience. Get some level ups. What's interesting though is now we have a new graphics bar for 2D Graphics V2 that started at level 1. So this is another thing that we can get better at and hopefully allow us to make better games. We also leveled up, but that doesn't really mean anything to me. Anyway, let's see how well this game does. Cool, we got some new research. A lot of new research. Actually, this might be related to level, so I guess level is important. Okay. Is that a 10? Yes! 10! Yes? Oh, okay. Got a little excited. That's still not bad. So we get a 9.5. I'm okay with that. I kind of would have liked all 10s, but what you gonna do? Anyway, let's save real quick. All right, I think we might. Holy shit, we're ranked 2. Look at the sales. I'm pretty sure we beat our goal. We just have to have more than 250K worth of profit. It just comes down to math and shit, you know? Anyway, let's go see our final sales numbers. Holy shit. We made $2.2 million worth of profit. We took the big bet and beat it. Senseless. Holy crap, did we do well. And if you notice the background, this is a new office. So, yeah, I think we kicked that Big Bet's ass completely. And next episode, we're gonna start out in our new office, as well as the new problems it brings. That should be fun. But until then, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.